at the bottom of this little hill across a small field just a couple hundred yards away. Now, it was a combination of people. I think David A. Russell had a lot to do with it. But as the Union Army is beginning to try to pin down Lee's position and where they're at exactly, part of their problem is, as we were just discussing here with some fellows around me, we're in a pretty dense wood. So much of the Confederate line was literally invisible at first, and so it's going to take a great deal of time for the Union forces to develop that Confederate position, probe for weaknesses, and it was apparently Ranald Mackenzie. There's a pretty famous fellow for you. He's going to spy the weakness right down here. He realized that troops could mass in these woods relatively unseen, make a short dash across an open piece of ground, and essentially there looked to be a great opportunity of punching through Lee's lines. Now, this is obviously going to be Emory Upton's famous attack. I just happen to have a picture up in here. I don't know if all of you are going to be able to see it this well. I tell you, pictures of him are pretty common, but they're hard to come by when he's a colonel. It seems like you always see him as a general, a major general. But this image here, he is a colonel. I don't know if you can all see that in the back. He's clearly a very, very young man. He was born in 1839. He attended Oberlin for a while. And then he's going to basically go off to West Point, and he graduated 8th in his class. To make a long story short, commissioned colonel to 121st New York in October of '62. He will get his star here at Spotsylvania, like we explained. But by the time we get to Spotsylvania, he is a veteran of Antietam, Fredericksburg, Chancellorsville, Gettysburg, and of course the Wilderness. He will end up at war's end a brevet major general, and I trust you all know what happened to him at the very end. Yeah, he committed suicide. What's so ironic about this, and he did that in 1881, the man who basically found the weakness, Ranald Mackenzie, also shot his head off. So what a strange, ironic twist. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I never really made that connection until just here a couple of days ago as I was doing a little research on all this. So two very prominent individuals in this most famous attack end up going over the deep end, if you will. Now, there is evidence that Mackenzie was suffering from wounds. Upton's case is debatable, but it might have been an aneurysm. There's other things that have been talked about that. But either way, it's a pretty sad situation for what will be a man who is immortalized here at Spotsylvania. The ironic thing is, of course, and we'll talk about this a bit more when we get to the bottom, a huge amount of preparation went into this attack. It was easily the best prepared attack here at Spotsylvania. But again, on the strategic level, the grand level, we don't see the hand of Grant or Meade having much influence other than making the general directions. Had Upton had better support, had the whole 6th Corps been in behind him to follow up, this breakthrough in the 10th may have made the bloody angle in the 12th completely unnecessary. Now again, folks, this is all the realm of what if. But in the end, it's food for thought. Let me just stress now, according to maps, this was a fairly small, obscure woods road. It would have linked various farms in this area. The area would have been crisscrossed with them. Whether or not this is exactly how it looked again in 1864, I really don't know. But the bottom line is, they could get troops down this path. And as you'll soon see, this path, or road, will bring us right out directly in front of the Confederate entrenchments in what has been styled over the years Dole's Salient.